right here.
Because they're back from outer space. It's been a long time since we watched an Anime America video. I had to pick this one up because she is talking about one of my favorite animes. Gushing over magical girls.
YouTube intro.
Hi. I'm your goddess Nesca, here with Tracker Man.
Joe just came back to the perfect time.
Perfect timing. We're reacting to Anime America's What Am I Watching? Number 23. Yeah. Dude, that's a good idea. I need to start calling Joe McDonald Joe Star. You are officially promoted to Joe Star.
Viewer discretion involves
The following anime involves themes of stuff, torture, and BDSM. Skip this video if you're not comfortable with those themes. I said terms for whatever reason.
Hey, remember Redo of Healer? This is scaring some of you, isn't it? I mean, there I was, watching an insane show about a man going above and beyond with unlimited power to get his vengeance.
Dude, when is season 2?
I think it's supposed to come out this year. When?
I want to see season 2 of Redo of Healer. Yes, you're a Joe Star.
And then he made a hentai harem. I was dared to watch that insane show, and I judged it for what it was. Vengeance porn, aka trash com. We're not watching it to expand our minds or learn anything within us. We're just there to grab some popcorn and watch animated chaos unfold. And
ooh, it's definitely a dark, guilty pleasure, but I will still fight and say it was well written. Because the way the character goes about his revenge is just... I can't explain it. It's so interesting how...
You like it for the plot and the plot.
The plot and the plot. The plot and the plot. The third disgusting season 2 win.
Some of you may have thought that Japan couldn't do anything trashier, could they? They could never create anything close to being as sadistic and insane as... Okay, I'm not even gonna finish that sentence because we all know the answer to that by now. It's Japan. The same country that brought us Boku no Pico, Pupa, Higurashi, Happy Sugar Life, and anything from the 1980s.
The last 3 I actually really like. Not after the Boku no Pico one. I never watched that. I'm not.
So they offer a Love Hina, whatever that
Hina. Oh yeah, I remember Love Hina. Canada is having a shutdown a major manga site in Japan because card
companies are forcing them to censor their content.
Oh, this is. Oh,
the only way Redo of Healer is from.
The only way Healer is from. Well, you know what I was gonna say.
School Days pretty.
School Days pretty.
That's another one. I heard it was kind of.
Love it.
I heard it was kind of boring to the last episode, and it just goes
AWOL. My favorite animes. Yeah, I know, right? It's just it's. I mean, I watch Henty, but I still. It's not so much just the Henty elements of Redo a Healer. The whole descent into madness that the main character goes through. It's interesting to me.
Look, my point is, with the rise of censorship and attempts to make anime more appealing to Western audiences, you would think Japan would take a step back and create less outrageous shows now, wouldn't they?
Not this one! Oh, it's my boo! Masha Buzza!
Yeah, nah.
The wonderful Masha Buzza! I love her. I love her so much. I have figgies of her.
Love it.
The revenge story is where he goes about it. Yeah. Yeah, but...
Fuck payment processors.
Card companies. Oh, she redo a Healer is crazy. Another favorite anime of mine. Wish You From Another World, even though it is Netflix. I like it. Huh. Have not seen that one.
They're just gonna tell you right to your face, hold my beer.
Yeah, I love.
Sake. You get it.
So good. Welcome back.
It's been a while, so
America.
welcome back to another episode of What Am I Watching? Throughout the 2024 lineup, I got a few requests to take a look at a very strange anime called Gushing Over Magical Girls.
Love it. I love this anime so much. It's not the okay. It may be a little bit the perfect concept because, who doesn't like a little girl action? But the main character, Meja Beza, I love her personality. She is so cool. I love the concept. She's a big fangirl of magical girls. She loves them so much. And then one day, she becomes a magical girl herself. But it's for the evil organization. Twist! And now she must be evil. And she becomes more obsessed over her beloved magical girls. It's so interesting. This anime is just like, yes.
I assumed it'd be a comedy about a girl who's obsessed with magical girls, but, yeah, I should really
With the
warn
twist.
someone already.
So what's the show you wanted me to see?
Uh-oh.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, I only showed him the first half of episode 1. Maho Shoujo ni Akogarete, aka Gushing Over Magical Girls, aka I Admire Magical Girls, and ... The ... is extra foreboding. Anyways, this series started off as a manga series written and illustrated by Akihiro Ononaka. It was serialized
cute.
on Takeshobo Storia website back in March 2019. This random idea somehow got its own anime produced for the winter 2024 lineup by
An anime, not a hentai. Oddly enough.
Yeah.
It is horny. It's girl on girl horny, so maybe that's why no one attacked it so much. As for Interspecies Reviewer, that one got attacked so bad.
That was so dumb, too.
Yeah, there was no reason. Interspecies Reviewer was really good also. So yeah, no. I mean, I guess this does get attacked too, but it didn't get as much flack as
I think people are just tired of cancel culture, too.
Maybe. Metamoo.
So.
Metamoo. Moo.
Studio Asahi Production, the same studio that brought you Teenage Insanity, Build-A-Bear God Tier Workshop, and Under the Sea. Man.
Huh. Don't know
Look,
any of
I'm
those.
reviewing Gushing Over Magical Girls. That joke is tamed compared to what I have to review here. Fun fact, Asahi Productions
Anime.
also helped Toei Animation with producing Pretty Cure. They went from this to this.
Huh.
Help me. As for the plot, here we go. A young introverted student named Utena Hiragi is a huge fan of magical girls, especially her town's local heroes, Tres Magia. She cheers for them from afar, collects all of their merchandise.
She's like me for real. I think that's one of the main reasons why I love this anime is because I connect to the main character so much. But instead of being obsessed with magical girls, my obsession is to Sephiroth.
Attends local events honoring magical girls, and just admires everything about them. One day, a mysterious mascot named Venalita finds her at school and offers her to become a magical girl. Utena doesn't really have time to properly react, but she embraces the chance of becoming a real magical girl.
Yeah. And then the evil little minion dude blackmails her into doing this. It's like, yeah, I put you on a skimpy outfit. I took pictures. You want these pictures going online?
I mean, QB still holds the title of If Apple's Terms and Conditions Was a Living Thing, but, this guy comes...
I made that joke when we first saw it. This is just the black version of Cube.
Yeah, it's based. I like that they took the menacingness of Cube and turned it into a blackmailer.
Close. Turns out, Venelita tricked Utena into becoming a general for his villainous organization called Enormita, vowing to defeat the magical girls and take over the world. This doesn't bode well to Utena, but she's forced to serve thanks to good old-fashioned blackmail.
Yep.
Son of a bitch! And though she felt extremely hurt and awkward as she's forced to fight against her own heroes, Utena discovers something about herself.
I love how she... Okay. So, I love how ultimately it's like, hey, you're meant to be evil. I don't know why I'm meant to be evil. And then later she realizes, oh, this is why I'm meant to be evil. And then she falls in love with the whole process. It's like, I don't want to beat the main heroes. I just want to touch them.
So,
I might as well enjoy myself.
That's the most tame part of the show.
Tickle. It's so too much. I need more of these cute faces.
In the immortal words of Peanut Butter Gamer, this is not a normal.
This is not.
Sephiroth is the all-time awesome tragic villain character in gaming history. I'm like, yes, I agree. And it's sexy.
Oh.
Normal.
So now we watch Utena fight with her inner struggle to either escape her current situation and continue to admire magical girls from afar, or accept the fact that she's a villain and may even enjoy tormenting these magical girls a little too much.
You don't need to destroy them, just torment them and get in the way of their goody two-shoe stuff. It all works out. Yeah.
So yeah, long story short, this is what happens when you give a sadistic Tumblr shipper too much power. This whole series can be summed up like letting your intrusive thoughts win. This show is all about watching Utena and her colleagues put 3 innocent magical girls. Okay, yeah, to be fair, the term innocent is used loosely, especially with Kaudoko and
Really?
Sayo.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Haruka's the only innocent one for now, but regardless.
Really? I feel like Sulfur was normal too. She's more battle prone.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aqua, right?
Yeah.
No, Bob. Damn it, I can't remember her name. But anyway, the blue one.
I got A minus.
She's in. No, we can say it. You're not allowed to say it. It's a fast solution. I think he is sexy, but he is really cool and beautiful. You don't. Well, yeah, you're a doodle. That makes sense for you. I think it's sexy because I'm a chica. And that's my taste.
It's all about putting these cute and wholesomely innocent-looking magical girls in very uncomfortable situations. Transforming a plant into a vine monster as it uses said vines like a typical hentai tentacle monster.
Yay!
Yep. Using mannequins to grab hold of the girls and tickle torture them.
Tickle tortures!
Literally pushing one of the girls to her breaking point while playing a sadistic game of seesaw with chains.
I loved this whole thing.
You paused on the right.
At least you put a little money symbol there.
I'm glad she did.
Because it's... Okay. I love this point because it's interesting. When she breaks... Damn it, I wish I remembered your name. I think it's aquamarine, but I'm not... Some kind of blue color. Some kind of blue. Azure! That's it, it's Azure. Okay, when she breaks Azure, she was like, I'm going to be your slave. I want this. Give me more, master. And then Majabeza was like, wow, you're ugly to me now. Because she's not attracted to that. She's only attracted to the purity and the heroics of the characters.
Be screaming right.
Accents screaming at me to run. Well, at least she never hurt them. Not not technically. Smexually, yes.
Then a ball gag. Add that to the infinite list of things I thought I would never say in a review, but yep. Gushing
Go away.
over magical
Yes,
girls is
exactly.
pure trash. Relishing in putting innocent-looking characters into extremely awkward situations, while also pushing the boundaries of separating ecchi and hentai categories. If fetishy torture was the main gimmick of the show, there really shouldn't be a reason for me to review a show like this. And yet,
But
here I am, talking about the wild roller coaster ride I had to endure watching this show, and it was all
because just like Redo of Healer, it has a good story and character development. Of course, I'm pretty damn sure. Actually, I know for certain there are certain hinties that I actually get engaged with their story too, not just the hinty parts. So yeah, you can have a story and be perverted at the same time.
because of the unhinged mistress herself, Utena Hiragi. So first off, let's just quickly compare the other girls and their powers before we address Utena. Transmagia are your average magical girls with typical powers like healing, water and ice abilities, and
Power punch.
a big meaty clouge,
Just
apparently.
Disgusting.
I wasn't kidding when I said the term innocent is loose with this one. Utena's sidekicks, Leopard and Nero Alice, are pretty straightforward at first. Leopard is putting on her skimpy version of
Leopard.
Tanya as she blows up all of her enemies with whatever arsenal she's got hidden, somewhere.
Did somebody say boom?
Nero Alice. Oh boy.
I will say I don't like Nero Alice.
At least they don't loot her.
Not too much, except for when they do loot her, they aged her up in that episode.
Yeah.
So that was at least nice.
At least leave the little kid alone.
And for the most part, when they get into stuff, battles and junk, they kind of push her out of the limelight. So we never see Nero Alice nude at all, so that's nice. That's nice. That's where I'm crossing my line, and they kept that line crossed, so thank you for that much. Yeah.
Okay, this one. Nero Alice has the ability to put her targets into a dollhouse and force them to roleplay whatever scenario she can imagine.
さあ、甘い口づけを。
He's acting weird.
All this.
Oh,
Well,
the
now.
scene.
That's, well, that's just embarrassing.
Yep, that's the one time they loot her. Okay, I'll take it off.
Sweetheart, that's not how we play doctor. Sweetie, how old are you again?
Seriously, why am I doing this?
Finish the anime.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
In this episode, she hypnotizes Haruka into believing she's a baby, with Nero Alice being her mommy. This episode also involves diaper changing, and I don't know who the more sadistic character in the show is anymore. She's supposed to be a kid. Help me.
You know, one thing I've learned, kids can have twisted fantasies.
Yeah.
You know, I still question my own mentality when it comes to when I was a child. I had issues too, like kind of like that. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. What?
It's a living.
Loco Musica uses sound waves to attack her enemies. Libra Bloom uses the shadows to control her targets. Sister Gigant. Oh, mama. Ladies and gentlemen,
Mama.
a giant woman. Giant woman! And the leader of the Lord Squad, Lord Anorm, uses black goop to create whatever creature she wants, which basically gives her a never-ending army. Most of them act as per usual to their character traits. Keeping an eye on this one over here, but
Hey, wait, did she do Loco?
Yeah, she just talked about Loco.
She did?
Yeah.
I missed that. I saw the part where she was talking about.
So you want the baby?
Orange stretch. Oh shit. I wasn't doing appreciate when I'm seeing that I'm keeping my tail straight after my. Good for you, good for you.
Ultimately, this show is all about the sadistic witch herself, Utena. Now, Utena could have never imagined herself to be such a wicked and sadistic villainess. I mean, she was the shy and introverted student who just admired magical girls from afar. She could have never thought of doing anything cruel or harmful to her heroes, but the more she watches them suffer under her power, the more unhinged she becomes. Throughout the series, she struggles with her moral compass since she wants to be a good supporter to her heroes. But
I relate to her so much. This is literally me for real, for real.
Who the hell fucking watches porn on DVDs anymore?
That's a magazine. Oh, it's called DVD. Well, you don't know what time era this show takes place.
somewhere deep down inside of her, she discovers just how much she loves torturing Tres Magia. She knows it's wrong. She knows that she shouldn't be doing any of this at all. But the more she tortures them, the more it brings her pleasure. For as trashy and perverse as this show comes out to be, it's still an interesting show to watch since this is generally a villain arc series. We witness the shy and timid fangirl transform into a wicked villainess, taking extreme pleasure in torturing her targets. You honestly can't stop watching the series for that reason alone, despite all the nasty things she finds herself doing. And yet, there's more to her than just a sadistic, perverted torturer.
Exactly.
Hear me out. In spoilers ahead. There was a moment where Utena completely breaks one of the girls.
That's what I was talking about.
No matter how hard Sayo tried to fight her, Utena was just one step ahead and ready to torture her. But instead of relishing in Sayo's broken state...
Yep. She finally broke Azure. Azure. She broke Azure like she was wanting to, in a sense, she was wanting to do. She was wanting to torment these characters, but the moment she did break, it was disgusting to her. Because it's like, no, you're the hero. Because deep down, I'm a fan of you. I love you because of your heroics and how you will never give up in the face of evil and all that jazz. Dripping if I see her in my...
Read the one above it. The baby C.
So fast. Hands on mouse and the other, But yeah, her whole mental state is, I'm gonna be the villain because I have to be. I'm enjoying being the villain now because I feel like I can push and help my heroes grow and become better. You know? So it wasn't just a sick sexual fantasies and stuff for her. That's just how she managed to enjoy being in this situation. But it's because she wants to better her heroes.
State of mind, Utena...
解釈違いにも程がある。ヒロインとしての矜持を持ちなさい。
Dignity.
Oh, okay. Ouch. So, she takes pleasure in pushing the girls to their limit, but grows disgusted if they give in to temptation. She is downright disgusted and disappointed in Sayo until she returns to her new form and is ready to fight Utena again. That honestly just shows how extremely dedicated she is to admiring these magical girls and seeing them win triumphantly no matter what situation they're in. Then when she defeats two of the members of Lord's Squad, she manages to trap them in Alice's dollhouse and... Yeah, I'm just gonna let this clip explain everything.
You may kiss the bride.
Why is it with Final Fantasy characters, damn it? Everything correlates!
Have you my cards, Robert?
into my car and driving off. If she wants my chocolate, then she better work for it. Keyword sanitizer. Villains and heroes domestic. Oh, fetish cure. You may now.
I do not stand corrected when I said earlier this is what happens when you give a sadistic Tumblr shipper too much power. Here is
Yep.
your proof. Just saying. When facing the head of the Lord
love the
Squad, she
ending.
finds herself captured and weakened by Lord Norm. But she's also very bored as she's not interested in Lord Norm's approach. I'm not even kidding. In order to overcome this incredibly powerful enemy, she has to play a very sadistic mind game by treating and imagining Lord Norm as a weak little girl. Thus giving her the confidence to rise up and torture her next target.
I love
Oh my
her
god,
transformations.
I
Look
have
so
never
cool.
seen anything like
I need a figure of her in that transformation where she's fully just powerful and junk. In GOMG, she loved the restricts, but not the obsess. Azure becoming obedient turned off the disappointed her. Yep. Kill la Kill did something, but I was Doomy? Oh, Funi. Yeah. Kill la Kill is another really good anime.
CJ needs to do a video. Oh my god.
Oh, that would be so cool. If CJ the Champ did it, oh, that would be so cool.
this. Like, wow, that's how you beat the final boss? Damn,
Yep,
girl.
Yep.
That is some good mind games right there.
Time for the Splankies. Spank that grown woman.
Expected.
As for Transmagia's responses to these torturous games, they're a mixed bag to say the least. At first, they just hello?
Hey!
Makes too much sense with these two
Pop Team
gremlins
Epic.
sharing the same universe.
I never noticed that. Nice.
Anyways, they seem very embarrassed but headstrong at first. Haruka's the most optimistic one, with her brushing aside any incident in order for her to fight for justice.
Yep.
Even though she literally allowed the baby role-playing game to continue because she didn't want to hurt Nero Alice's feelings. Haruka needs to work on her people-pleasing issues, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Haruka was the more aggressive type, pushing back these attacks with her very violent demeanor. Like I said, big meaty Klaus. Oh, you think you can just toy with me like that? That's cute.
Yeah, she did not put up with that.
Oh dear.
Yep. Oh yeah, I love how Azure managed to how she managed to take how she was feeling and turn it into something else. She basically kind of did the same thing Maja Beza did, in a sense, because she takes her horniness and turns it into her own power. Gotta roll. Okay, have a good one, Wolf. I don't know about it. Man, I need to Uber. Yep.
I think this is also sharing the same universe as Konosuba, because I just found Darkness's descendant. There's no saving her. So yeah, their reactions are all over the place, and Utena's just loving every second of it. Overall, gushing over magical girls, it's just pure insanity. If you don't like crude themes or ecchi shows, then this is definitely not your cup of tea. It's sadistic, awkward, shocking, and borderline traumatizing. The baby episode damaged me, but I kept watching this just to see Utena's arc. There are a few sadistic villains out there in the world of anime, but I haven't really seen one where they're the main character of their own show, and we
Einzone Goal, Overlord.
He's not sadistic though. He's
True. No, he's a little bit, because he's unfeeling. Remember?
That's different than statistic. He's not getting joy out of torturing.
Albedo. Albedo and God, what is
The demon.
yeah,
I can't remember.
I can't remember his name. Of course, they're not the main characters, but they are heavily focused on.
But she's the main character, and she's the sadistic villain.
But just like with Einzel Goln, she's not really evil.
Watch them transform into their villainous fate. I know I'm repeating myself, but what else can I say? This series is sadistic, unhinged, and just insane. But in a way that I felt compelled to keep watching. I wanted to know how far they go with this idea, and yeah, it really went there. It's not made for kids.
No, not just one.
Obviously,
Boo.
it's not made for the faint of heart. It's just pure, insane trash that for some reason had to throw an interesting main lead. I mean, I suppose I could just...
I wouldn't call it trash because all the side characters are interesting too, and all the stuff they go through. I'd call it more of a dark, guilty pleasure.
watch other forms of entertainment to avoid trash like this. On second thought,
No,
I'll stick with my
that's
trash.
real trash. No, that's real trash there. See, that's the difference between trash and guilty pleasure.
Funny
you do
how
not get
Japan
joy in
gives
watching that.
120% effort into a trashy show like this compared to whatever the hell
caught up
Hollywood
to
is
the
doing
manga.
nowadays. I am just saying.
Don't forget
If you think you can
Azure.
handle this insanity, you can either watch all 13 episodes on Amazon Prime or buy the Blu-ray set from Sentai Filmworks. As for the English dub, come on. If America was too chicken to dub interspecies reviewers, they weren't going to touch this one.
Yep,
France
yep.
and Germany are...
France and Germany dubbed it, but not.
I'm sad now because the whole time we were watching it, I really wanted
Dude,
it to
the
get
crash out-
dubbed.
The crash out that's been going on with the English voice actor for Genshin Impact. Do you really want them to touch this with a 30-foot pole?
Well, how can they screw it up is what I'm curious about, actually.
Don't.
They'll just make it more gay. It's already gay. How can they screw that up?
They can make it worse anyway.
okay with it, though.
New show,
So there you go.
White movie.
There was also
Yeah,
an announcement
Snow
that there's
White
going
movie.
to be a season 2. Oh, I can only imagine how much more unhinged it's going to be. But in the meantime,
Yes!
if your curiosity is piqued and you want to see an insane...
I hate watching subbed anime because I hate reading. But this anime, I take the time to read it. I like this anime. It's rare for me to find anime that I will sit down and watch it subbed. Because if I can, I would rather watch the dub.
show about a sadistic magical girl villainess, then you should prepare yourselves and check out Gushing Over Magical Girls.
Yepers. Oh my god!
But that was that.
And I hope to see more videos from Anime America. They do really good stuff. It's been a while since they did videos, but thank you for joining us. Bye!